Hey everyone, happy Saturday. A lot of you will probably watch this on replay, so hi, maybe it's Sunday for you, but happy Saturday. I am doing this live because I had a lot of requests to talk about my Q&A session that I had yesterday with Tony Robbins, the freaking Tony Robbins. Pretty excited. And then just kind of tell you about like some, little challenges that I had going through this Build Your Brand Challenge. And I was going to go actually on my Facebook and do this live instead of coming into this group because I think a lot of those things that Tony said would help other people outside this group. But then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to talk within our BYB and then I'll just make another video and then maybe I'll go Instagram live. We'll just saturate every type of platform with this mug. So hi, I'm Lauren White, and I'm a unicorn. No, I feel like that's like a anyhow. I'm Lauren White, and yesterday I was able to do the Q&A with Tony Robbins. And for a lot of you that don't know, in this BYB, there was an opportunity to get VIP. Now, if you did the comeback challenge and you did BYB, awesome. Um, or excuse me, the VIP, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. VIP is like $297, and what that is you get after their sessions for the day. They always say, "Oh, we're only going to do a a training for an hour or an hour and a half." They always go 2-3 hours. I mean, which is fine with me. If they did an hour, I'd be pissed. So anytime, when it started at 11, it would go like it'd be 12:45. I'm like, yes, perfect. And then after for VIPs, you get 30 minutes is what it says in the byline of Q&A sessions, usually directly with Tony. Um, and then, but you always have Dean and Russell and then whoever their speaker was. So because of the comeback challenge was so valuable in that VIP, I thought with the Build Your Brand, absolutely, I'm 297. It's going to be worth it. And after the first, would say on Monday, it was such a good Q&A that it already got my money's worth. So $300, it was worth it. And then also you get all of these recordings that they do in the trainings, and I believe the Q&A sessions for life. So if I want to go back to these training or I want to revisit them, I can. So awesome. However, when on Friday I was able to get my question asked by, or excuse me, answered by Tony, that was worth like all of my business mastery, my UPW, and then all of our future stuff. Like I'm good. It paid for itself. Um, and it was interesting was Monday. So Monday, so we have three. So I'm Lauren, my husband's TJ, and we have three companies. One is a tech company, one is a film production company, and we have a stunt action design stunt department. And then I have my brand, which is The Love of Lauren. And I have a Roku TV show that's going to be premiering hopefully soon. I'm starting a podcast. I have a blog site. What else am I doing? I'm just trying to put my little paws into everything. So on Monday, I actually put into the VIP chat, I'm going to ask a question about the tech company. But what's interesting was I already knew that answer. My question was something like this. It was, what happens when you have a company or someone else's releases a product that is very identical to your product? So you could go into like fear and say like, oh, they've already done it. I'm not, I was too late to the game. You could come up with all these like limiting beliefs and all of this like garbage. And I thought, no, this is awesome. This means that that we are on the right track. This means that this is a great product. B, we can see what they do and model them for the good stuff, and then tweak it. Now, our product, we do have some different maybe values and missions from theirs, so it's going to be different, and it's going to be ours, and it's fine, right? I mean, there's so many. You're like competition's great. Competition is valuable. So um, I knew that in my gut, so I thought, are you really gonna waste? You're gonna know, what they're gonna say. why waste that there? So I got picked actually on Monday for the VIP, and then they ran out of time. So it was like, bummer, no big deal. So Tuesday, I asked the same question, didn't get picked. Wednesday, I started to say, you know what? I already know the answer. I'm going to ask my own question. So my own question, which is what I asked Tony, was, um, it was this. And I wish I could share the video. I'm going to reach out to Team Tony and see if they'll let me share the video. I doubt it because you're not supposed to record. But I've listened to the recording of Tony responding to me about, I don't know, 8 or 9 times so far because it's so special. So hopefully I can share that because you guys will feel my energy and maybe also feel my sweat because I was like so nervous. But my question was, I am, a talk show host. I have a TV show that's going to release on Roku in the next 2 months. It's actually in the partnership with Girly Space. It's very female empowered. It's my voice. It's me talking about subjects. I talk about uncomfortable subjects and I make them comfortable. That's my whole thing is I bring humor into what I talk about. So that way we can do hard hitting subjects and like you're reeled in by some comedy and some humor, but then like I really come at you and have you really, make your own decisions or make your own thoughts or your own opinions. It's not just comedy. And then the podcast, I'm going to do similar to what Tony does. And I told him, I said, like you, I'm going to be almost like the reporter. I have experts that come in and we talk about something. So, whether it's an actor, director, a philanthropist, a billionaire, a book writer, it doesn't matter. I am so curious and interested in different things. So I'll invite those people, bring them on my show, and then we'll just have a great interview. I used to have a radio show back in the day in San Diego, so this isn't new. Like this is the stuff that excites me. It's the things that get me all like, whoo. So I said to him, okay, Tony, so for this mastermind, cut to the chase, Lauren, this mastermind, how do you teach, like, if you're a talk show host, how do you teach a thought? Or like, how do you, like, what am I supposed to teach? Now, put the Lauren talk show host aside. I've had so many different jobs in my life, like lots of sales. I love sales. Sales is so exciting. But I could teach so many different things, but it wouldn't be on point with my brand. So that's where I was struggling. So, I'm going to throw out some little funny stuff. Like, I'm great. I love doing makeup. Like, everyone's like, oh, why don't you teach me how to do makeup? Great. I'm not a makeup artist. I just enjoy doing it on myself. Or let me show you how to do a pitch deck for a film. Or, how do you, like, I could even do a mastermind on, how do you stand out in a conference room full of all men, So there's like things like that. But I wanted it to be a little on my brand. If I'm teaching makeup, everyone's going to think I'm a makeup artist. So how do we stick it in with the talk show host, me? So I asked him this, and he said, and I said, well, maybe I do something on like, how to be confident. Lame tagline, but let's just say how to be confident. And he says, and first, what Tony said, did I write down? First of all, he said, listen, I love what you're, and I'm making this, I'm not making it up, but I'm like kind of using his words and twisting it until you guys see the video. But he was like, I think I would, do what you're doing. He says, as I lead with, I don't lead with humor and, but I can entertain people. He says, you leading with humor, but then really getting in there and challenging people. He says, that's priceless. Like he said, priceless. So, right there. And of course, the whole time I felt like how Dean always talks about, he just sits there and looks at Tony when he's talking. That's all I'm doing. Like, I mean, luckily I recorded it because I didn't write any notes. I tried to, but I looked at it and it looks like crap. But I'm just listening to Tony like, uh-huh, uh-huh. And I got like a grin. I'm sweating. I'm like doing like this. So he's like, that's priceless. So he said, what I would do is make sure that your line, your lead line is super dynamic, and he said something like, if it's how to be a confident woman, he's like, make it obviously snappier. I have a few options that really great lead lines that I will put in there. But it wasn't really a note on what I was doing. It was just a note on, I guess, the advertising of myself. And what that taught or showed me was that I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. One of the things he said was to trust your gut. Like I even wrote here, he goes, trust your gut is right. And he says, when you can share things with people and the ridiculousness of everything through humor, but also, facts and really reel them in, he's like, that's your gift. So um, the interesting thing was I didn't need Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, or Brunson. I always want to say Branson. Russell Brunson to say, Lauren, you are enough. You're great. You're doing the right thing. I didn't need that because I know it. I just needed some guidance on that. So they gave me everything and more. And what's funny is Tony's telling me all these great things. Like he even said, yeah, make your lead strong. He says your skill, humor, okay, blah blah blah. So he had his thing, and like I kind of blacked out during that whole thing. And so when I watched the replay, I was like, oh yeah, Russell gave some great advice. Totally forgot about Russell. Sorry, Russell, you were fantastic too. So then Dean, it's such a cute back and forth. Dean's like, so Russell, what are your thoughts? And Russell's literally like leaning on, I don't know, maybe like a podium, and obviously was listening to Tony, but he was kind of caught off guard. He's like, how do you follow Tony? And he's like, well, and of course, being a pro, Russell said, it was interesting was he brought up something about, just being yourself and the people will find you. In fact, he actually mentioned, he says, in the New Testament, he talked about a parable about the sheep, and I'm not remembering it, but I was like, I haven't heard someone quote the New Testament in decades. It was awesome. But he says, be yourself and your people will find you. And the people that, don't like you or aren't into whatever you're trying to do, not that they don't matter, but that's not your audience. So why are you, why are you marketing to them? Why are you talking to them? So that was super awesome and key from Russell. And then it went back to Dean, and then Dean, same things, talked about attracting your audience. And it was just the coolest Q&A. And every time I see people up there get to ask their questions, now I know what they feel like. You just feel like, I don't know, you feel like you're floating, but it also, and I know Tony always says, I'm not a motivation leader or whatever the term is, but it is motivating and it is inspiring. So after that, I'm like like a bull in a china shop right now. Like I am so fired up to build my brand, build my challenge. When I did UPW, I got rid of a lot of crap, which was great. If you guys have not done UPW, I think there's something in like September or November or December. I'm not sure. Check it out. Go to TonyRobbins.com or something. But UPW is great. Business mastery, oh my God, it is so incredible because you're now talking about your business. And it's also, let's say you say, I don't have a business, or I don't know what I want to do, or I work for someone else. Guaranteed you will who starts off with you'll come up with a business. B, it'll help you in not in your own business, but your relationships, even your own household. I mean, if you're a stay-at-home dad or stay-at-home mom and you thought, I don't have a business, I just run this ruckus of knucklehead kids and my husband or my wife, trust me, everything they talk in there, you could apply to even your home life. And Keith Cunningham, when he gets to the financial day, I mean, you end up loving numbers. Like I shouldn't say this. I wasn't a numbers person. I now love numbers. He makes it so simple, and his little Texas accent. Ooh, I wish I could have like Keith over for Thanksgiving. He's just so amazing. But during all of those, what do you call them, trainings is incredible. And then we also bought the new bundle. So we'll be going to the World Summit. Super excited about that. I don't even know what that's going to be about. I don't care. I want it. So yeah, I made some big goals, and my TV show, my brand, the podcast, everything, my media company, The Love of Lauren, you'll be seeing so much more. Right now, I do have a website that you can go to. It's theloveoflauren.com. Subscribe, and so when I update that, there's a ton of content on there, but I'm trying to get everything organized, because one of my things that I try to do is I try to be perfect, and then I like take forever to do anything. I'm trying not to do that, but there are a couple things that I need to fix to make sure that at least you guys aren't having issues with the subscriptions. But you can go now, subscribe on a website. I'm also on Instagram. Everything's The Love of Lauren. The Love of Lauren, you're going to be just consumed with that line. That's me. What was I going to say? Oh, so since Oh yes, John Wellington. Sorry, I'm looking at some comments now. They actually updated this Facebook Live. You used to not be able to see comments. This is awesome. UPW is October 1st through the 4th. You guys, you guys have to do it. I mean, it's a must. One of the things that I was going to mention was, oh, I got a lot of DMs from people that said, really amazing things like, you inspired me. Like, I can't wait to go do my video or my mastermind. And I just want to give a couple tips because my challenges, maybe your challenges, but your challenges are also some of the things that I've already kind of overcame. So maybe I can give some advice. And I can't wait to start this mastermind. I think it's really cool, a great concept that we can put things up there. Um, so for anyone that's still like on their heels, like, I don't know what to do, write down everything that you are so passionate about. And let's say you're a banker, but you really love painting. But again, to your, it's not on brand or whatever. I'm kind of doing a really big stretch here. Maybe it's just painting. Like if you were talking numbers, does that excite you? Probably not. But maybe you're actually so great at them and you could put them in, you could be like Keith Cunningham where you're explaining people's balance sheets in such a way that they understand it. I guarantee you a lot of people are going to want to buy that. I mean, including someone right here. So write down maybe what you're really good at. And then kind of like the Warren Buffett thing where you write down all the 20 things kind of right that you're really good at, circle 10, then go to 5, and then choose the top 3. Forget about the other ones. And then just shoot a video. Someone did ask me on a DM, I'm worried about going live. Here's the thing. My first suggestion, to before you actually post like a trailer or a sizzle for your mastermind or for anything in life, do a rehearsal. Like if you're scared and you do a live first, like you just flip on your camera and you're like, I'm just gonna go live. Like I know everyone talks about just do it. Hold on a second. Flip on your camera and record yourself. And here's my advice. Record yourself. Like today, if I was, let's say, wanting to talk about how to open a can of soup open. I know. I have, by the way, all of my analogies are always food. I love food so much. I just do analogies with food. If I was going to show you how to open up a can of soup, I am not going to just flip on my camera and show you because I'm going to mess up. I know I'm going to like, oh crap, I forgot. Do I have everything? So you just practice. So put on your camera and practice and always pretend like you're talking to your friend. Like for me, anyone that's watching right now, I'm just talking to my friend. Like you're my mom. You're my husband. You're my like we're buds. Like right? I mean, I'm in a room by myself talking to an electronic equipment. I mean, it doesn't get any sillier than this. So don't be afraid. And if you're worried what people are going to say, fuck them, excuse me. But yeah, who cares? Who cares what other people say? Don't put too much 2 cents in what other people think about you because there's probably 100 people that love and enjoy what you're saying. So why is everyone always focusing on that negative person? Like, what about all these other people that said they love you? So practice. Now here's an old tip. Record yourself once. Don't even look at it. Just literally just delete it. And then record yourself again and you'll tighten things up. So if I was going to open up that can of soup, I'd say, hey, everyone, first what you want to have is you want to have a, a soup, not a soup opener, can opener. See, can opener. And you go through your steps and then certain words are going to be better than others. Are you saying a lot? Are you saying, I don't know, you're saying words that maybe you shouldn't. You'll learn those when you practice. You'll also cringe whenever I watch playback on me. I like with one eye, I'm like, oh God, your voice. Or why did you say right every time? Or why did you say I also don't like silence. So if ever there is just dead silence, it's usually sometimes to help you, the audience, like really let something sink in. But it feels like 10,000 years to me. So when there's silence like this, like they're gonna click off, they're not gonna love you anymore. So I'm constantly talking. So that's why when everyone gave Russell a hard time, I'm like, dude, that guy's just passionate. Like, love Russell. Yes, filler words. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, filler words. What's interesting is once you do this so often, you'll stop doing those things. When I had my radio show and even when I was kind of doing my other podcast, once you're in the zone, you don't do filler words. Like right now, I have a lot of filler words because it's like for me, it's I don't know, it's just it's you can turn it on and off. But it takes practice. It definitely takes practice. And that was like my note. The other thing, let's see. I think people just get stuck with going on camera and don't just and just again practice by yourself. Pretend you're talking to your cat, your dog, whatever, and just do it. Take the leap. Definitely take the leap. Trust me, there's a lot of people out there that are doing it a lot worse and they're succeeding. So see what I mean? So just go for it. So mastermind, I can't wait to see all your guys' masterminds because that is such a cool site, and I can't wait to see like what I want to learn from y'all. And what else? Does anyone have anything in the comments that you want me to answer? I can. Oh wait, John Wellington. Oh, correction. World Summit is October 1st through 4th. UPW is November 19th through the 22nd. John, I don't know if you know this. Is that the US? I know that there's an Australian one, meaning it's Australian time, which I kind of laugh at because in my head, I'm thinking like I would never do the Australian time because I would just do like he does so many for the US time. But like, can we give it up for all the Australians out there or everyone on that time zone that commit and do all of Tony Robbins' seminars or trainings? Because I had so many people in our groups where they're like, yes, I'm in New Zealand, I'm in, I don't know, Australia. We had some people in India, and it's, 2 in the morning or whatever time it is there. And I thought, way to go. Like, that is, that's a commitment, but that's like, they didn't say, oh, it doesn't fit my time. They made it a must to show up for Tony's trainings. And I just thought, that is so incredible. I'm also curious because of the delirium that you'll have in the middle of the night if they got different things that we didn't get. Does that make sense? Anyways, November 19th to 22nd for all you UPWs. Yeah. Brenda's in Melbourne. Yeah. So yes, Brenda, you're amazing because I don't know, does anyone in Australia sleep? You guys are always up. I have so many friends out there, and I do want to visit. I cannot wait to travel, which is also taking For the Love of Lauren all around the world. I also have a travel show that I'm pitching, and yeah, we're kicking ass and taking names, and that is about it for now. So if you guys want to, stay up to date, I'll try to do these lives if you guys like them. I get so much from them because I get to see your guys' comments. I also I love to talk. Ugh, is that narcissistic? Well, whatever. I like to talk. I like to entertain. My whole point is, my mission is, if before you came to me, you could have been super happy, you could have been sad, maybe depressed, maybe just like whatever. Whatever state you're in, if I can get you to the best state possible by the time that you leave me, if I make an impact on you, then my job is done. I think my whole mission here on Earth is, to make people's lives a little bit better than how they came to me. So if you leave this video and you say like, you remember something I said or just remembered the smile I gave you or the chuckle, I mean, my job is done. So there, yeah. So if you like all that, friend me, follow me. I'm on everything, people. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. Twitter's a strange world, but I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube. I'll be getting more into Twitch. Now going to be twitching because twitching's a thing. Also, Twitch is incredible. I do need help. If there's anyone out there that understands the Twitch world, great. And then I have my website, theloveoflauren.com. Go there. And then I'll be on Roku. I don't have the Roku premiere date yet, but when I do, I will be blasting that everywhere so you guys can watch me on your big screen or on your small screen or whatever. You'll find me in a square. I'll be in a square near you. Ooh, I like that. And yeah. And then if you also, anyone knows of any brand partnerships or endorsements or anything that you think align with my passion, my energy, or kind of my, I guess, overall aesthetic, please, I'd love to, I invite any brands or collaborations or, my goal my ultimate goal too, I mean, it's not, I have so many, but one of them is, I'm going to have a first look deal either at Amazon, Netflix, in the future. I want to sell shows. I have so many ideas in this noggin right here. It's like, I want to be the Ryan Seacrest meets Oprah meets whatever, the media giant where, I'm the floating head and then I have all these little things below me, like a little jellyfish. Yeah, like a jellyfish. That should be my logo. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, you guys totally kick ass. You're going to have a great Saturday. I don't know what you guys are up to, but hopefully you do it with love and laughter. Do me a big favor. I got a huge favor. First of all, everyone in this brand Build Your Brand Challenge is so incredibly nice and amazing. And ever since I've joined all of these Tony Robbins groups, my feed on Facebook has leveled up. I don't see, well, I still kind of see the political post, but you guys are incredible. Like, I used to hate going to Facebook because all I'd see is just, like awfulness, or you really see a sample size of the world and all of their hate and negativity. And I'm gonna do like what Russell said, like, bye Felicia, to start unfriending people or blocking them, or not even blocking them. You can like mute them. I've definitely muted some people. So you guys just kick ass. So, but do me another favor. I love to say this at the end of most of my shows is go give, you can't hug anyone because COVID, but just one person, if it's tonight or in the next 24 hours, just tell them something great, like you love them, or hey, great hair, or nice outfit, or love what you're doing. But if you could just tell one person, I would like for you to do five, but just one person. If you tell one person something positive, and don't lie, like there's nothing worse than when you're looking, like when someone, you give like a fake comment, but just tell someone something that might make them feel better. Or just say hi. Maybe if you're walking down the street, just look up from your phone and be like, what's up? Or hi. Or when you talk to your Starbucks person, I hope you have a great day, but look them in the eye. There's nothing worse than not looking people in the eye. So look them in the eye and say, you look great, or I love you, or whatever it is. So just do it with one person. If everyone here in this that's watching this then touches one person, can you imagine that ripple effect? Like, again, you guys, we're going to change the world. We're going to change the world. And we're just, I don't know, we're just going to change the world with happiness. And if anyone ever needs like a little, like sip of like pick me up, message me. I'll send you a voice note. I'll tell you like a cool little like, get your ass up, Susan. Yeah. So, all right. Now I'm rambling, but thank you guys for listening. Love you. Much love. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. I'll see you in your box soon. All right. Bye, guys. See ya.